I want to get down to business, everybody, because this could be the last push, the last hurrah, the last night, at least on NHL 11, because we are within striking distance. 85% of the way to legendary status, which is our goal. We have one more season guaranteed in Edmonton. Beyond that, though, we don't know because it is our final season under contract to the Oilers. So we're gonna have to wait and see how this plays out. The only thing that we have to deal with now, I think, is just the UFAs. I think. Marsteller, the old gifted sub.
Taste the biscuit.
Thank you very much, Mr. Marsteller.
The goodness of the biscuit.
The ever so stellar Marsteller. All right, we're looking good, in a good mood. I mean, hey, I appreciate the generosity. I am in a good mood because of your good mood. All right, let's see. Rob Flick, you can go. Oh, God. Zetterberg really wasn't that good. I don't know. We know Cam Jansen can go. Peter Pruka can go. David Meckler can go. Ray Whitney can stay. We can keep Witt around. Marstar, that's fair. We have lost back-to-back Stanley Cup finals. How many trophies are left? I think the only ones I have, Rafi as well, what's going on? The only ones I have left for this game are tied to either online modes I can no longer access or be a pro that I have no interest in getting. So this is the last one for NHL 11. But this probably won't be our last flashback stop. Have I tried or want to try the NHL 2K mod thing? I mean, I probably will try it at some point. Again, I was in... I had conversations with the guy behind the project years ago when he was working on the Wii version of 2K11 and modding that. I think he's mad at me. I think. At one point, he had asked if I wanted to kind of do anything in regards to the rosters in the game, and I just didn't have the time to do it. But I think something happened, or I said something, and he don't like me, so... he hasn't blocked me on Twitter or anything, so I've still seen, like, the follow, the progress and been following along. But we'll keep an eye on that for sure. For sure. Oh, who could dislike... Yeah, oh, drama. Who could dislike you? That's what I say. I'm a very easy person to get along with. All right. Eberle Gagne, Hall, Parise, Ryan, and Dempsey. Zetterberg will be third line at best. We might let go of Zetterberg for the moment and then see if we can bring him back. We're going to keep Zach Parise over him. It's a lot of money, but we can do it. Am I going to play the PC version of college football? Probably not, at least not immediately, because it will take modders time to do their thing. And I'm kind of cool with the idea of getting, a copy of CFB in, like, March for, like, $20. And then, testing and checking out what the modders have done. All right, yeah, maybe it's a good thing we didn't sign Zetterberg. We got $8 million left. Again, we're 85% of the way to legend status. You want to use cheat codes again? No, we're good. We've been able to do this pretty much straight up. No help required because I am a god. I am a god. All right. Trade block. I don't know if there is anybody I immediately want to get rid of. Heard you lost in the finals again. Yep. To Tampa. Again. We were swept this time, though. So that was fun. Classic Oilers. Yeah, losing back-to-back finals against a Florida-based team. Imagine. All right, we got Verno and Eagleton. Colleen and Roloff for the AHL. We, of course, know that Carlson is a right defenseman. We have left side Larocque, Whitney. Right D, we have Gronwald, Plant, Suellentrop, and that's that. If I consider just winning, I need to go full Nathan McKinnon. Have you ever just thought of winning the fucking thing? I sure have. All right, we still got Bobby Ryan. We still have Dempsey, who is still good at faceoffs. Dips from there. We, of course, still have Taylor Hall. We just kept Zach Parise. Spencer Asuchak. I don't know if we're going to want to use him. And the New York Knicks take a 2-0 lead. That's crazy. That is crazy. Let's see. And then Hallweg, another skill player. All right. Top 6 is looking good. Bottom 6 is going to need some work. Classic Oilers. Classic Oilers. Eberle, part of the reason you lose is because you eat normal wheat flour pasta. That's actually not true. Let's see. Gagne. Also decent at faceoffs, not amazing. And then Kelvin Acker. Might also be decent. Okay. $8 million to solve these problems, huh? How are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? I want athleticism. I want to trade away offense. I want early first rounders. And that's it. I hope you get what I was referencing. I do, actually. Unwilling to trade away early picks. Everybody is up for grabs. We're about 8 seasons and Eberle's still a spry 28-year-old compared to the old man of today. This game is that old. 2010. It was a beautiful time. It is a beautiful, beautiful time. Okay. Actually, how many roster spots do we have as well? It's going to be plenty, because we do have RFAs. I can take the NBA Finals off my screen. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, 31, man. We got 19 roster spots. Holy. All right. So RFAs. It's a dude named Motto who's going to be way too expensive. Sergei Bulakov. Sergei Buyashaka. I mean, I guess we could go for Bulakov. I don't think we're going to be able to actually steal him, but we'll try. We will try. And then UFAs. Jonathan Quick is out there, but he wants 10 mil. I can't even afford him. Hello, prospects, though. They're not the best. But Milan Yurchina, Brandon Visakis, and Lars Viding. That works for me. Defense. Gormley, Barry, Ellis. I mean, no one we're going to be able to get. Svenberg, 4s. We can try to steal you. It's not going to happen, but we can try. How many other B minuses do we have? Emil Schoten. Could be a great steal. Have you asked him to not take 10 mil? You know? I haven't really considered the negotiating possibilities. Oh, $11 million of Dmitry Kulikov, one of the best defensemen in the damn game. That is insane. We do need a third pair left defenseman. There's really no great prospects to sign. Third pair left defenseman who's not expensive as hell. Perfect. The veteran in the form of Barrett Jackman. Perfect. And then what do we got for forwards? Again, we still really can't go after the big RFAs. Let's see, all the way down to the bottom of the B- pool. Calder winner, Barrett Jackman. That is true. See if we can steal Frederick Erickson. See if we can steal Casey, don't call me Stefan Yell. Patrick Hallweg is ours, as it is. Stanislav Koltsov, will you please sign for me? I can only hope. And the UFA, Zetterberg, Frolov, I mean, guys that we dropped before. Any crazy prospects? Bill Simpson. I was really hoping when it was B. Simpson. I was hoping it was Bart. Didn't happen. Cam Peterson could be okay. That's about it, though. All right, let's let those initial offers go through. And we'll see who's left. We'll see who's left. Yuchina went elsewhere. Weeding signed. Vasakis signed. Good, good, good. Very, very good. Bulikov has rejected. Apparently, we got a full roster. At least for goalies. Koltsov went elsewhere. Barrett Jackman did sign, though, so that's good. All right. So let's go to next Wednesday, where we will have to have answers from people about RFA status, and then whoever's left can fill out our bottom six. Max, I enjoyed it a lot. NBA Finals actually having some physical basketball. Imagine that. Imagine that. All right. David Clarkson, noted Hab in this timeline. Knicks are about to win. They are definitely in control of that series through 2 games. Okay, what are we at? 100 rep. Okay, we're still looking good. All right. So, Asuchak, Hallweg, Acker. That's not ideal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need a third and fourth line. We need a third and fourth line. And we don't have much money to spend on it. Daniel Sedin is there, but I do not see Henrik, unfortunately. Cam Jansen could easily be brought back in for the fourth line. Just noted face puncher, and he's very good at it. So we'll see if we can bring in Jansen. How much money do we have left? 7.7 mil. Do we want to sign Patty O'Sullivan? Noted playmaker Patrick O'Sullivan. Right. So in theory, the lines are Hall, Dempsey, and Ryan. And then Parise, Eberle, Gagne. So that would leave O'Sullivan? Hopefully. We'll try for Cam Jansen in that bottom 6. Travis Moan could be decent too. Who are you? Kevin Harvey. I don't know who you are. Okay, Patrick O'Sullivan's a playmaker. Do we have a sniper? Patty Marlowe. That's not ideal. Do we have another sniper? Justin Keller. Martin Havlat. Byron Bits. Oh, boy. Okay. Outside of Patrick O'Sullivan. We already went for O'Sullivan as the playmaker. Shit. This is not what we wanted to see. The lines are going to be a little bit more difficult to put together this year than I thought. Just a little bit more. We'll try to get Travis Moan in there for the fourth line. Like, he and Cam Jansen should be able to terrorize people. I do need a fourth line center. So who is out there that can win a whole bunch of face-offs? Eric Christensen. He's a playmaker. Steven Shipley. Rob Flick. Come on back, Rob Flick. For that fourth line. Hate to say that might have to be our best case scenario. So if we have O'Sullivan as a playmaker, I do need a third line center who can win faceoffs. Could be Eric Christensen. It's not ideal, but we can try it. And then I need a right-handed sniper. So give me someone with a lot of wrist shot accuracy. Diebreaker, what's up? It's not Sedin, although technically it doesn't have to be right-handed. Havlat's also a lefty. Sullivan doesn't work. This whole sniper issue is not looking great. Right. So pretty much no choice. We're going to hope we can bring in Daniel Sedin. I have no idea where Henrik is at this point. But we're going to hope those signings go through. That would be great. Please, 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 let those signings go through. All right, Travis Moan is here. Daniel Sedin. Eric Christensen. Rob Flick. Cam Jansen. Just waiting to hear from Patrick O'Sullivan. Rucks Sedin. I know there's a lot of Canucks fans who are like, come on, please get the Rucks. Please get the Rucks. Is he potential exact? Oh, no, it means they're actively declining. Did I not hear from Patrick O'Sullivan at all? No, he's just sitting there. Maybe I didn't send him an offer. Patty, I need you to accept here, buddy. Debs, what's going on? How are you? Oh, Ruck's better than Sedin's. I mean, some would say. All right, there we go. We got Patty as well. Leaves us $5 million left. What do we need just to fill out a roster? We have our 6 goalies. That's fine. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Well, he's really the 7th. Llewellyn Trop wants so much money. Fuck. 1, 2. Marjamaki, how have you not signed yet? That's 3, 4, 5. All right, so like 2 to 3 defenders. We'll go kind of with that setup. 2 to 3 defenders. 2 to 3 forwards. We'll bring in veterans at this point. So let's go Jan Heda, who somehow hasn't retired. Tomas Caberlet, who somehow hasn't retired. And Douglas Murray, Habs legend. I'm excited about The Wolf Among Us, too. I never played the first one, but man, the people who love that game. Love that game. So let's go for Eric Cole, another Habs legend. Alex Tanguay. And Mike Fisher. Is that Thomas Caberlet or Steve Dangle? You know? You know. You know. That is, oh boy. That's something. Tomas Dangerle. Oh, that is, that's an interesting one. Tomas Dangerle. It's not too far off. That is not too far off, funny enough. Marjamaki, Tanguay, Fisher, Hayda, Cole, Murray, Caberlet. There we go. I'm not saying he looks like Dangle, but he looks like a certain team ruins his life. I mean, hey. Who's to say? Who's to say? God, I want this team to finally win a cup. Have I played Red Dead? Yes. I've played, played and beat 1 years ago. Never got around to finishing 2 just because it is such a long game. A ridiculously, a ridiculous amount of depth with that particular game. So it's just been very difficult to get through. Not because it's bad, but because there's a lot of depth. Sign Patrick Hallweg. We might as well just sign Suellentrop to what he's looking for at this point. Sooner we get everybody under a contract, the better. The sooner, the better. And let's get to the start of a new season. We'll see if we lose in the first round, by the way. 2 straight Cup Finals losses to a Florida-based team. And then potentially losing in the first round. This team really would be close to completely accurate. Should I back into it for the greater good? I'll go back and play it at some point. But obviously, you have to dedicate so much damn time for a game like that. Not saying it isn't worth it again. GM wants us to win 40 games. Don't jump in tonight. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad. All right, let's go rest of world forwards. Might be the last draft we ever have to do. So roster moves. Goaltenders. Alexandra Vananou and Spencer Golden. Defense. Carlson, Whitney, Larocque, Gronwald, Plant, Jackman, Suellentrop. Works for me. Have I played LA Noir? I have. Not on stream, but years ago. I don't think we'll need Hallweg. And we want to call up Christensen. All right. So the team needs to be Hall, Dempsey and Ryan, Parise, Eberle Gagne, O'Sullivan, Christensen, Daniel Sedin, Moen, Flick, and Jansen. If we can get Henrik to play center on the third line, that would be great. Defense. Larocque, Carlson, Whitney, Gronwald, Jackman, and Plant. Goaltender will still be Eagleton, but it's nice that we have Verano there in case we need him. Because we might need him. Spencer Eagleton was very inconsistent this past postseason. 206 upgrade points. I mean, we're looking pretty good. Oh, it is a matter of time until we hit legendary GM status. It is just a matter of whether or not we're going to win a cup before we get there. And we have had 2 chances to do that. and have failed. So I really hope we don't fail again. Alright, that should be good with that. Let's run it. Let's run it. Let's run it. That is not the same George Laroque. No, it's a generated dude. So. It was just very timely that he happened to be a tough guy. Look for Hank. I probably will. I at least want to get until the start of the season. And then we will try to find an old Swede. An old Swede. It's your duty to make the conference semifinals this year. Fair enough. We will certainly try. Alright, season is underway. Can we find the one and only Henrik Shadeen to reunite the Zissadines? Yeah, good for Peter Pruka. He's still got work this year. Oh, Henrik Sedin. Please. Why do you always have to be... And Zetterberg actually signed a pretty good deal. It would have been worth keeping him, but... You'd always just trade and get him back if we really want him that badly. In fairness, having Zetterberg and the Sedins on the third line, that'd be sick. You know, I don't know why in my head I didn't think to immediately just check Vancouver. Because that's what's going to happen is he's just still going to be on Vancouver. Yep. He is making $6 million per, and this was not the era of cap retention. He's out of my price range. So there will be no Sedin reunion. That man is too expensive. It's always the last place you look. Well, close to it at least. All of that just to find out the man's too damn expensive. Son of a bitch. Let's see. Everybody's good there. Defense. Plenty of North Koreans. It is insane how many North Koreans showed up in this draft. 85 overall tough guy is insane. Ty, he was an 85 overall tough guy out of the draft. That's how insane that was. He wasn't even projected to be that good. He was a second-round pick. So he is one of our most ridiculous, if not the most ridiculous pick I've seen. Oh, we'll waste time. Why not? Why not? Why not? All right. North Korea to glory. If it was ever going to happen in the hockey game, this would be the one. So never say no. Let's see. Russia. Only a couple of dudes to look at. That's okay. Well, we're not exactly off to a high-flying start for a team that won 57 games last year. Granted, he hasn't grown. Not at all. No, he's going to stay right where he is. He is the definition of peaked in high school. All right, forwards looking good. Defense. Let's get some information there. Yeah, I mean, hopefully the third line's enough to contribute, but you'd really hope that top six would certainly be enough to carry us through. Matt Niskanen making $3 million. We don't really have space for him, if we're being honest. It'd be nice, but no room for Niskanen, who was claimed off of waivers. When in doubt, just send somebody down and get out of a bad contract. That's all you gotta do. Now the Russia trip done. Got some Goulars to look at. Yeah, about time this team misses the playoffs, though. That will be Pretty disastrous. Serge Lefebvre has fractured his jaw down in the AHL. Okay. Mike Komisarek. Yeah, he's only making $900,000. Sure, we'll claim Mike Komisarek. That's fine. He can be a good. He can be a good AHLer for us. Yeah. Another former Hab. Collecting them like infinity stones. Alright, let's see. Russia. Goalie is looking good. We're off to Scandinavia. And the Elite League. The Elitserien. 6, 7, and 2. What are your favorite bands and artists? If you go on Spotify and search Toogie24, you'll find my stream playlist, and it'll become very evident who I'm a big fan of. That said, general sense, big fan of Billy Talent, big fan of Metallica, Alice in Chains. I mean, trying to think of something that's not in there's someone that's not in the same realm. There's a lot of Fallout Boy in that playlist. Foo Fighters. There's a lot of Foo Fighters. So many Foo Fighters. Hello, Crashy. I still don't know if that update finished downloading, by the way. Still don't know. 7, 8, and 2. We're going to miss the playoffs this year, aren't we? Saw Metallica in Tampa last year at Pantera for $60. Not bad. I mean, I could go without, Phil Anselmo, but, that's just me. It's almost like you grew up in the mid-2000s. It's terrible, isn't it? Hey, for as much Metallica as I have in there, I have... there's a lot of Ghost in there, too. A lot of Ghost. I have Backstreet Boys, the Gin Blossoms, and Dorian Electra in there, too, okay? Don't try to put me in a box. I'm an enigma. My music sense makes no fucking sense. As someone with a lot of the same players, right? If it sounds good to my ear holes, it ends up in that playlist. That's all I can say. That is all I can say. But yeah, you have a great chance of going from, let's see. You got a great chance of going from him to frickin' Jamiroquai to Jimmy Eat World and Kasabian. There's a lot of Kasabian in there, too. Return to Innocence. Return to Innocence. I actually don't think that song is in my playlist. I just like referencing it with you because you know what it is. Alright, we need some goalies here. No idea what I'm doing with TW9, but I managed to get a $450K worth of debt. Hey, you say you have no idea what you're doing? That's not an easy feat to get out from underneath that. A significant amount of debt, that is. So that's good. That is pretty good. Well done. Add it right, meow. Crash, hop into the Discord and sing it for everybody. You're allowed to. It's you're from Alberta. Nobody expects any sensitivity or anything to to anything. So, the great nation of Alberta, which we love. We love Alberta so much. John Denver to Opeth. I mean, look, if your playlist isn't that drastically different like that, I don't think I could trust you. That's the problem. If you don't go from let me find a good example here. Like, I don't know. Like, if your playlist does not go from let's say the fucking Beatles to Beck and back to other weird options, then I don't think I can trust you. You know? I don't think I can trust you. You know, if you can't go from, I'm trying to think of other examples in my brain. I am so tired tonight. My brain is just bricking. But you get the point. White Town, Your Woman to Metallica, Seek and Destroy. I mean, Crash, that's your playlist. And what a playlist. What a playlist. I don't know. I'm trying to find, like, the most ridiculous example I have within this playlist. I don't know. We can kind of go from, God, what do we have? What do we have? Well, this team continues to probably disappoint me. Yeah, whatever. Let's see. SM Liga. Defenders. Okay. We got a goalie we don't know anything about. 16, 13, and 4. Let's be honest, we probably need to change something here. This is not good enough. I mean, in fairness, we don't have a playmaker up on that top line like we should. Let's go Hall, Eberle, Gagne, Parise, Dempsey, Ryan. We'll give that third line a little bit more time. LaRock's up to an 87, so much for him not developing. How's Spencer Eagleton doing? Not great. Sub 900 save percentage. Verano is in. I mean, we got that guy, I think, on waivers last year, and he's really good, so. Or at least as good. You know? So we will take that. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I mean, from Paramore to Prince to... We got some Rick Astley in this playlist. And it's not the song you think. It's a good time. Was McDavid a prospect in this game? Unfortunately, no. Yeah, it was a little bit too early. Little bit too early. No Connor McDavid. Switzerland. Let's get a look at that defenseman. But yeah, I mean, top prospects, like, you know, like Adam Larson, you know. Mine goes from Varials to Sabrina Carpenter. There you go. That's the way to do it. Careless Whispered Angel to Death by Slayer. That sounds like my type of playlist. Carl Gunnarsson. Don't need him. Don't need him. Look at that defender still. Ah, gentlemen, you got to start winning more games here. What are the rock stats? I will check them the next time we stop. There was somebody I was trying to think of. Yeah, can't think of them. Is what it is. Switzerland. Made in Switzerland. My math wasn't math in there. I mean, typically you don't see players added in until they are any 30 Seconds of Mars on their playlist. Not anymore. There used to be. And then Jared Leto made it quite obvious that he's a fucking weirdo. Don't get me wrong. Most famous people are weirdos. But also, most famous people, you know, don't have the accusations against them that he does. So, yeah. You know. When you got 9 people accusing you of sexual misconduct, I'm likely to believe you're a fuckboy. I'm likely to believe you're a fuckboy. I don't know if most famous people have at least 9 allegations of sexual assault against them. 9 is quite a few. I can understand being like, it's like 1 or 2 people that are cute. Fucking 9 of them. 9 humans. But, you know, people are complicated. Deshaun Watson's like, only 9? Yeah, rookie numbers for Deshaun Watson. Them be rookie numbers. So 8's the limit. I'm not here to decide what the limit is. That's not my call. That's not my call. I imagine people have different opinions. Deshaun's like 9. Those are my college. Like, it'd be one thing if it was like, yes. Actually, then again, certain crab leg enthusiast of a quarterback does have even more serious allegations against him as well. So, you know? Oh, there's so many people. So many people. So many people that just can't behave. My goat, Mike Shinoda, would never. You mean Mr. Fort Minor? Let's see. We got another goalie still. Thoughts on Hammond, Indiana? I heard there's a lot of bears there. Rock stats. Whoops, my bad. Oh, there you go. Dempsey's out with a mild concussion, so perfect. My thoughts on Indiana. It's a fucking shame that greed is gonna have the Bears not play in Chicago anymore. It's nuts. LaRock, 15 points in 54 games, 41 PIMs. The attributes look like this. So there you go for old Georges Larac. McDavid's OG face when he was 15 is like a 45-year. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, they never, like, dude, it took FC until, like, the last 2 years for, like, youth academy players, like, literal 15-year-olds to not look like 45-year-old men. NHL still hasn't improved at that at all. So, yeah, that's fun. You remember how we had a big conversation last night about immersion? Mike Weber, boy, let me tell you. Might as well claim him. I mean, we have space. He's on an expiring deal, too. We could put Suellentrop through waivers, and we probably should. Oh, Mike Weber, boy. Oh, let me tell you here, boy. Yeah, no surprise Suellentrop was claimed, but the guy just is not that good. I dream of the day where FIFA returns to the mass. I mean, FC, I still enjoy it for what it is. FIFA had this weird, like, oh, hey, we're going to align with, like, Netflix for a game, and it's trash. It's all I've seen the past couple days of people just clowning on it. Hello, did you win the cup? Hello, no. Thanks for bringing it up. Thanks for bringing it up. That's George Locke Jr., tough guy. He's huge, and he's on the Oilers. It's perfect, isn't it? What do you mean all the 18-year-olds have salt and pepper hair with old man hairlines? Danhausen officially cursed the Canes. Oh, well, GG's. GG's, given the Knicks haven't lost. Congrats to Vegas, apparently. I'll just go best lines with Eddie Dempsey back. 30, 22, and 6. We should very much make the playoffs today. We should very, very much make the playoffs today. All right, more Germany. So many players in Germany. Trade the farm. Yeah, I mean, the deadline's in a week. New York's sinking into the Atlantic if the Knicks win. It's just going to be another fat dub for Zoran Mamdani. He's elected, Knicks immediately win. Coincidence? I think not. All right. In terms of the block, honestly, we want athleticism. Give us good players. We're willing to trade away anything and everything. Do you ever see Brian Burke's interview where he said Yakupov was the worst interview of his career? Yes, I did, actually. My mayor Muslim, my bagel's Jewish, my Christian Dior, and Nixon full. It's fucking ridiculous. Laugh hard if he's actually a Nets fan. He's been to Knicks games before he was even elected, right? So, along with certain AEW events. All right. Deadline. Let's do it. The Florida Panthers are calling. They want Alexander Lavino, Spencer Shushak in a fifth for Austin Medeski and Michel Plus. Medeski is terrible. Plus is not that good. What a god-awful trade. Rejected. Adam McQuaid is a shack. Montreal be calling. We got 5 offers here. Top 5 burger places. 5 guys. Non-United States Burger King. Frenzenburger in Finland is phenomenal. I forget what the hell the name of that place is in Portland, but it's fucking delicious. And Dylon. Well, we could get the other Milan Jurchina, which we won't. He's terrible. And Nicholas Pierce, Russ Monroe. Terrible, terrible offers. Florida's calling. Nope. Colorado is calling. Verano for Seth Correa and Luke Gazdick. No. Kakalaki's calling. No. Chicago's calling. No. His offers are trash. While Brian Sharp gets traded elsewhere. Colorado's calling. No. Florida's calling. No. Los Angeles is calling. No. Nashville is calling. San Jose is calling. No. Florida. No. Washington. No. Columbus. I mean, Hallweg's in the AHL for us. He's okay, but nothing special. Bill Simpson. He's a dude. Comrie's old as shit. Philip Hasek. We'll take that, actually. Done deal. Thank you for the second round pick. Appreciate you. And the final hour of the trade deadline. Florida's calling. No. Montreal's calling. No. Colorado is calling. No. Chicago is calling. No. Okay. Well, a very meh trade deadline for us. That is what it is. Our rep's down to an 86 because we rejected so many frickin' offers, but that's on the AI just sending nothing but garbage my way because, oh my god. What do you think about Larkin requesting a trade? Detroit has all the bargaining power. If they don't get the better of the deal, it's because Steve Yzerman... Like, if Steve Yzerman loses that trade on paper, he should get fired immediately. You forgot to edit the trade block? I didn't, actually. I edited it the way I wanted it to, saying I'm willing to trade prospects to get veterans and prime-age players, and the AI just sent me nothing but offers for trash veterans and AI play... Or, fucking... prime-age players, whatever the fuck. I can't even think anymore. I can't even think anymore. From the United States of America. So yeah, no, I had the block set up the way I wanted, just trades didn't go the way I wanted. But, yeah, I don't know. The Larkin thing, you know, can kind of sum it up as just like, who really cares? I can't say that I do. I can't say that I'm really all that invested to know how that saga plays out. I don't really care. What I do care about is whether or not this team wins anything. That would be nice. Spencer is injured. With injured leg. So Colleen is in. Mr. Colleen. Or really, it's Vanano. It is Mizor Vanano. Question, how was your day? Good, very tiring. Had to take the dog to the vet. That was a fun $200-some-odd bill. You know, pets be expensive. She's fine, for the record. Yeah, it was a day. It was a day. Not a bad day. Not a great day. Tiring day. To the point where, I don't know, this might not be the longest stream in the world. Your boy could use some extra shut-eye, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Oh, boy, I'll tell you. I'm gonna full dog cherry. Did you get that? I won't go full Don Cherry. I'm not going to start dropping you peoples, you know? Except for Albertans. You peoples. I don't think there's any way you win a Larkin trade. I don't agree with that. I think the thing was with Quinn Hughes is you knew, like, oh man, like you're really kind of on borrowed time. And specifically, he had a little bit more control. Right? He had a little bit more control. Like last year of his deal, or now going to be, he had a year left. Was clear he wasn't going to re-sign. You know. With Larkin, like, he's locked in. He's locked in. Like, again, if you're Steve Yzerman, it needs to be like, I am getting the best deal possible for you. You have to waive your no-trade clause in the first place. If my best offer is from the New York Islanders, that's where you're going. And if you don't waive your trade clause, I'm not trading you at all. Suck it up. Also, we're stripping you with a C. You know, put your foot down in one of those instances. Thank God we made the playoffs. It was far, far too close with just 42 wins, but we have made the playoffs again. Bit of a disappointing season from a performance standpoint, but let's be honest, the President's Trophy from last season did not really do anything for us now, did it? So, we'll see what we're dealing with here. How did the boys do this year? Top forward, Taylor Hall, 103 points. Bobby Ryan was great. Look at what Eiserman got for an ad. Happy Martin St. Louis. I think you're right. He plays hardball. Yeah. I mean, he needs to. Like, I'm sorry, but like, he's got to be on thin ice, right? He's got to be. So that idea of like, wait a minute, is he like if he loses the Larkin trade, like, do you have confidence he's the guy to do this a while, to move forward? Shout the check. Like, is he like? Why would management, if he loses this trade, have any confidence whatsoever that, oh yeah, no, this is our guy? That this is our guy. Man, our goaltending was awful this year. Holy shit. I know the fan base shouldn't have any confidence if they lose this deal. Like, say what you want about the Quinn Hughes trade. Like, I don't think Minnesota fleeced Vancouver. I don't think they did. I mean, again, that trade was Quinn Hughes from Marco Rossi, Liam Ogren, Zeev Buyum, and a first. We have no idea who that first round pick is going to be. We won't know if it's, a good selection until another 4 or 5 years from now. But it's like that's lined up to be the 24th overall pick. So, I mean, Vancouver has the 3rd pick. They have the 24th pick. They could easily, the dream scenario, right, for Canucks fans is take somebody great with the 3rd pick and then trade the 24th and move up and then trade whatever else you have to get the pick after and take the Rucks. Like, maybe you could take the Rucks or one of them with the 24th pick. That type of deal. Like, you don't know. You don't know. Not a fleece, but still Quinn Hughes. True. But, again, I don't, like, if you want to inherently say, because I said as much, if you want to inherently say that by default you traded Quinn Hughes, you lose, I don't necessarily disagree with that mindset. That said, I do think Vancouver did pretty well given they had no leverage at all. Because you can't say, all right, well, fine, we're just not going to trade you. Okay, I'll play out this year, I'll play out next year, and then I'm fucking out of here. Whereas for Dylan Larkin, he just signed an extension. Like he just signed an extension. He is going nowhere. Or not just. I guess he's 3 years into an 8-year extension, right? Yeah, his contract doesn't expire until 2031. Go ahead and pout. Too bad. You signed the contract. Shout out to second place in the league, Michael for a league. Could you do a night where you go through old trades and see what the picks turned out to be? Yes. Yes, I could. Yes, I could. I most certainly could. Shout out to Burned Bannock. So there you go, a generated dude. 4th round pick in 2011 to Ottawa. God damn. Taylor Hall was up there, Nikita Filatov, Alex Ovechkin, and Jeremy Morin. Do not ask me for full career stats. We cannot see that until a player retires. Defensively, John Carlson led the way with 83 points. Sharks also had a dude named Rick Barry up there. Shout out to Alex Basso and a 34-year-old Chris Campoli. Winningest goaltender was Cam Ward. Lacerte was up there for the Sharks. He's now an 87. Top save percentage. Yeah, tough to tell. Shutout leader, Lacerte, Price, Varlamov, 7 each. And for the rookies, Bruce Tuzolino. And Montreal should win it. Clarence Platt turned out to be good. Unless there's a strong goalie candidate, which would be Alexandre Verno. Did Tampa fall off? Yes, they did. They did not make the playoffs this year. There will be a new Stanley Cup champion this season. Robbie, what's up, dude? Again, we're without Eagleton. Robbie, I presume you mean WWE or NBA? Let's see. Weber is a lefty. We got to decide on Weber or Barrett Jackman for this lineup. NBA, fair. I've actually had the desire to play it as well, just because of the playoffs. Let's get Comrie out of there. Let's get a Suchak out of there. So, Hall, Gagne, Ryan, Parise, Eberle, Dempsey, Moanflick, Jansen, O'Sullivan, Christensen, Daniel Sedin. Danger, we made it to the Cup final and we lost. To Tampa again. But maybe this is our year. Maybe this is our year because Tampa didn't make the playoffs. We have a chance. We have a chance. The Colorado Avalanche have home ice advantage on us. Again, our contract with the Oilers expires at the end of this season. And right now, our progress towards legendary GM status only went up 4%. 4. Warrior, it was the Canucks that split them up. They dropped Daniel to free agency, but not Henrik. So we went from an 85 to an 89. We're going to need playoff success. Or we might hit legendary status away from Edmonton. Colorado has Luke Gazdic, Matt Duchene, and Chris Stewart as a top line. Zetterberg, Paul Stastny, and Peter Mueller. Gabriel Bork, Zach Smith, and I think that's Peter Straka. Yuri Hudler, Max Lapierre, and Irwin. Wow. Defense is let me tell you, that's a good Canadian kid. And Alm, that's Sean Bell and Steven Silas, Carlo Koliakovo, Tom Gilbert. Goaltender, I believe, is Chet Pickard. It might be Calvin. I want to find out for sure, because I do know that Chet Pickard is good in this game. But so is Calvin. Okay, it is Calvin Pickard rocking a 91. It could be our last hurrah with the Oilers. It could be our last hurrah. Oh, my God. Game 1, Colorado beats the brakes off of us. 7-1. Not ideal. Turkey Dev. It has been a very long time since I have seen that name in chat. I hope you have been incredibly well. It's good to see you. Have I prayed to college football yet? No. I'm hoping to be able to, kind of maybe not have to pay for it. I gotta be honest. Gotta be honest on that one. Like how scoring has slowly gone up over the years. Very realistic, but Florida. Oh, in terms of Florida making the playoffs? Were they there? No, Florida didn't make it either. From the looks of it. Yeah, no Florida-based teams. Not often I'm around these parts at these times. That's fair. All right, game 2. We lose this one. We're in gigantic trouble. Sullivan scores. It's 1-1, 2-1. Colorado falls. 2-1 to Edmonton. Thank God. All right, well, at least we're not getting swept in this series like we did in the Cup final last year. No reason for changes yet then. Game 3. 1-1. 4-3. 5-4. Oilers win. Goals for Bobby Ryan, Sam Gagner, Taylor Hall, and Daniel Sedin. One of these days, we're going to get goaltending. Even Fleury wasn't that great in the playoffs when we had him. Game 4, we're now up 2-1. Colorado leads 4-3 at the end of the second. 8-4. And 8-5 the final score. Second time in this series, the Avs have put up at least 7 goals. Not ideal. When they win big. Well, the Oilers need the Pokemon go to the polls and figure their shit out here. One of these days, you're going to get goaltending. Comrade, you're the Edmonton Oilers. 2-2 split. Carlos, what's up, dude? It might have to be Patrick Colleen who steps in. How's Barrett Jackman done in this series? Goal and a -1. He really hasn't been the issue. How has Eric Christensen done? 2 points. Patty, 2 points. Daniel Sedin, 2 points. Okay, I mean, no one in particular has done terribly, aside from the goalie. So Colleen is in, Mr. Colleen, for game number 5 with a 2-2 splits. 2-1 Oilers, 2-2, 3-3, and we go to overtime. Is this the year? Is this the year that I win a playoff game? Is it? Is it? No, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to try. Because it's overtime, baby. Fuck. Gonna get scored on their first shot against. Fuck. Gonna be golfing early this summer. Fuck.
In behind the net, he'll make a play on this. He's got that one on the stick. That was just wobbling around for a minute. Had it down low.
LaRock, damn it. Down low. Oh, that's not how I wanted to pass it. LaRock, I missed. Almost directed that into my own goal like my name's Jacob Slavin. Hey. Bobby Ryan, our leading scorer so far in this series. Eberle on the draw. Can't win it. This is where they suffocate me with possession. What a save by Colleen. Woo! It's a good stop. He was number 1. All right, Eberle again. Wins the draw this time. Ryan Whitney. This could be his last ever playoff series. He's getting old. Eberle.
Get those passes cross ice in the slot to Eberle.
Low cycle, baby. Fuck.
Pokes that puck away.
What a poke check.
Break up that offensive slide. Looking to create a little offense. Takes that puck in behind the net of his own zone.
Dump and chase.
Under pressure back in that defensive zone.
Damn.
To Zetterberg. To Paul Stastny. Gets around him. Pressure's on now. He's got to move that
Barrett
puck.
Jackman. All right, Daniel. Dump that shit in.
Goaltender back in behind the net.
They're going to fuck up eventually. No, Daniel. Glove it down, Daniel.
Opportunity on that move. Good play to get that puck away. To Jackman.
I felt very nervous. Okay. You know, I thought my left wing might, like, go up the ice. No. I don't know how that wasn't icing. It must have deflected.
Daniel Sedin.
Fuck you, Luke Gazdick. Barrett Jackman. Former Rookie of the Year. for Taylor Hall, except he missed somehow.
That in the zone. From down low, back up to the
Carlson for Jackman. No.
A blast off
Taylor
the
Hall
one-timer, and he makes
for
the
Samuel Gagne.
cleanly handles the
No one to
puck in the
pass to.
offensive end.
Bobby Ryan, baby. Fuck! Ah! How did that go in? The curve shot. No! He didn't roof it at all. Oh, Bobby Ryan. What is going on? How didn't we win it right there? I got to rely on Rob
Johnny
Flick.
overtime. And with a score tied here in overtime.
Whitney, no.
One. Through center to
Come on,
Stats.
defense. I need you. There you go. Rob Flick for Cam Jansen. Cam Jansen.
For grabs, he's got it. That's a good angle.
God, the
shot.
AI
Nice save
dove.
with a pad.
Jansen
Back up onto the point.
for Whitney,
That
baby.
has him down
Fuck,
low.
what a block. Stick lift him.
Good pass
No.
right there to Paul Stastny. Good poke
Yes.
check to knock that away and break up the offensive attack.
Ronvald
To Jansen.
for Cam Jansen. Send it around, baby. Travis Moen, baby. Fuck. Backhand.
Wilson. To Straka.
This
To
is bad.
Zetterberg.
This is bad.
Offensive right.
This is
3-2.
bad. This is bad. Good
Picks that
save.
up, wants to clear it out of there. Up the wing he comes. Good pass.
Gagne, baby.
Gets around the
Sam
defender
Gagne.
with a deke. What an
The
offensive
worst shot of all time.
Got that one covered. That'll
We
get a whistle
cannot
on
get
face-off.
any whip on those shots. But damn it, we're fighting. We're fighting. Jordan Eberle on the face-off.
Winger
Damn it.
moves in to pick up that
Somebody
puck.
win it.
Good
Yes.
tie-up in the
Yes.
face-off.
Fight.
Big
Fight for it.
scrum along
Yes,
the
Jordan.
wall, trying to get control of this one.
Hit him. Yes.
He'll control that puck in
Ah.
the defensive zone.
Shoot. Ah.
Straight on.
Dempsey for Parise. Throw it on. Doesn't matter. Dempsey. Damn it.
To Wilson.
Don't block me from getting over there with Eberle. I don't like you.
There's a wrist shot. And a game winner. That's the overtime finish. And this game is over. The Oilers lost. That's going to put them behind the 8-ball in this series now as they're trailing 3-2.
Well, it's a must-win game 6. One-one. 2-2. Still 2-2. The Colorado Avalanche have eliminated the Edmonton Oilers in the first round. We have nearly identically replicated the IRL Oilers last 3 seasons. Back-to-back Cup Finals losses, then a first-round exit. And that probably ends our tenure in Edmonton. This team just didn't have it this year. And the scoring was okay. Obviously, the bottom 6 was what it was, but we couldn't get a save. Yeah, I mean, Colleen and Verano were both awful. We couldn't get a save all season. We get a high, much like modern NHL games, though, right? You get a high-rated goalie, and they suck ass. So they're not worth it. You get a low-rated goalie, which plays really well for everybody else, but they won't play really well for you. Shit. Who the worst best teams are, so you know what to do draft-wise. That's fair. We should do a little bit of scouting, shouldn't we? Oh my God, what a disappointing end of the season. What a disappointing end to this season. So, because it's going to be random as to what we can do here, the top 8 teams look like that. And the bottom 8 teams are Boston, Detroit, Tampa, New Jersey, Vancouver, Phoenix, Minnesota, Pittsburgh. We have no idea, though, who might offer us up a contract or anything like that. There's a chance it'll still be in Edmonton. It is kind of up to a random wheel spin. But, yeah, just no matter what I do, I can't win a game. Can't win a game. Basically, you give up one shot. You know, it wasn't the lowest quality of shots from them, but you give up one shot, it goes in. I can't imagine what a full game would be like for me on Superstar. I'd probably lose like 8-1 with them having like 9 shots. So, it is what it is. It be what it do. And it do what it be. Literally replicating Edmonton's IRL last 3 seasons is genuinely impressive. Like, what are the odds of that? Colorado ended up losing to Columbus. Keep trying to get information on players we have no information about. But yeah, so we know Edmonton will offer us an extension. It's just whether or not I will be accepting that particular deal. I don't know yet. Syracuse Crunch won the Calder Cup. But what about the Stanley? What about the Stanley? At least you don't have to live this nightmare like the IRL Oilers. That's fair. We have a 3-year extension offer from the Oilers. The Toronto Maple Leafs, the team that we built, left. Well, now they've won. All these years later. Ooh. Well, we get a different choice this time. We get to kind of pick where we want to go, or it goes to a wheel spin. Do we wheel spin it, or do we have you guys vote on it? What do you think? What do you think? Do we wheel spin it, or do we vote? We did wheel spin before. Looks like wheel might be the answer, huh? Okay. I'm all right with that. I am all right with that. We will leave it up to destiny. We will just go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh my God. Can't type. Okay. The Wheel of Tugacality. There you go. It's either Playoff Contender 1, Middle of the Pack 2, or Rebuilders 3. We are going to pick a playoff contender. Who are those contenders? Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on. So then we have 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. How many years are we looking at? 5-year deal. From a championship contender. It'll either be Edmonton, Columbus, a return to Toronto, or heading to Chicago. 25% chance that we return to Edmonton. 25% chance that we return to Toronto. A 50-50 that we will be with a new organization. Who is it gonna be? And funny enough, Edmonton had the fewest amount of wins. We're going to Chicago, aren't we? Oh, you know I'm gonna have to go to Chicago. Where are we going? We are staying in Edmonton. It is official. We are staying in Edmonton. Unfinished business, but the wheel has spoken. And Edmonton Whew, go buy a lottery ticket. I mean, I don't really know what those other teams looked like. That was anticlimactic a little bit. A little bit, but it is what it is. We get another chance. Let's see. Art Ross trophy this year went to the Goocher. Hart trophy to Kenny Price, #1 goaler. Norris to John Carlson. Imagine you get fired a week later, right? Alexandrov, I don't know. Dude, goalies are so overpowered in this game. Somehow won the Calder. Conn Smythe to Mac Carruth. Vezina to Carey Price. Selke to Scott Hartnell. Ted Lindsay Award to Devin Setaguchi. Rocket Richard to tennis. Tyler Ennis. Check their rosters to see what you could have had. We can do that. We can do that. So, Columbus, led by Filatov, Voracek, Rick Nash. He's getting up there, though. Adrian Girard, Anton Strawman. Goaltenders Steve Mason and Rick DiPietro. Oh, fuck that. Oh, that's a lot of money. And then Chicago, Taves, Kane, Burns, Morin, Pickenen, Keith, Ali. Funny how that worked out. McCollum and Kovar in goal. And of course, Toronto will have familiarity with because we built that team in a lot of ways. Tavares, Shen, Kessel, Kadri, Granlund, Smirnoff, Grabowski, goaltender Matt Carruth. TikTok's a lot of Celtic Leafs fans calling awards participation medals. I mean, if you look at anything on any social media, you're going to see salty fans of other fan bases. That's how that works. That is how that works. So we end up staying with Edmonton. What are the odds of that? Well, 25%, I guess. In terms of retirements, Rick DiPietro. Well, that would have been nice. LeClaire, Biron, Anderson, Leighton. Benjamin Kahn's retired, huh? Lombardi, LaPierre, Datsyuk, Ole Okinen, Marlowe. Havlat, Brad Boys, Kobasu, Verbata, Daniel Sedin, Sean Avery, Commodore, Gaberle, Mahalik, Hamhouse. It's a reference for some. Some of you will get it. Some of you will be wondering, what the hell did I just say? That's your fault for not knowing. Well, turns out we do get a little bit more time with Edmonton. At the draft, draft is a bit tough to say. Draft is a bit tough to say what our approach will be because a lot of people are on expiring deals, a lot of veterans. We do have Parise at 34 now. Nobody on the block. I want draft picks. That is what I want. I want early round picks. Anything's up for grabs. Just give me draft picks before the draft or during the draft. Let's see what happens. We have pick number 19 and 22. As Detroit has the first overall pick. And we get no offers. So, pick number 19. Ernest Ellis is a big-time risk in this draft. 22. Goldberg. There's also Jean Sully, another tough guy. And Victor Millie. Definitely some high-risk picks in this draft. Goalie-wise, Daryl Clough could be pretty good. Not often you see a goalie that good. Well, bit of a tough call if we want to risk it for other people here this early. Feel like we should. Feel like we should, because what if they are in fact that good? We're going to go for Victor Millie. Might as well take the risk. And we'll also go for Ernest Ellis. Just hope for the best. And then we get back-to-back picks in the second round. We're not getting any phone calls whatsoever. Is that goalie still there? Chloe is still there. 4th, 5th round. We can take Jean Soli. And... So he went to the Yarmo Kekalainen School of Igor Chinnikov. Desperate times call for desperate measures, you know? They do, they do. Let's go for Dave Anderson. I'll have the Guy St. Pierre's there afterwards. Yeah, not like anyone's offering us any phone call offers or anything. Again, Chloe is not bad. Let's go for Guy St. Pierre. GSP. Didn't have a 4th round pick. Still no trade offers. 5th round pick. Is that goalie still here? No. It's to be expected. We'll risk it for Chad Hendrickson. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Round number 6. Can't say I'm too optimistic about anybody that's left. We'll go for Matthew Supre, another tough guy. How many friggin' tough guys can we get? This is nuts. So many tough guys. And last but not least, oh God. Gene Suter, another tough guy. We're gonna get mean, baby. Did I see a North Korean? It generates a lot of North Koreans in this game, funny enough. I don't know why, but it does. I don't know why, but it does. Wow, it's a good one. Facelift is a hell of an album. All right. We'll go to contracts in a minute. What percentage are we at? 91. So we only gained 6% last year. This should be our final season coming up, though. Should be. Should be. We will qualify a golden. Colleen can go. We'll keep roll off. Defensively, we got some deals that are due. Posse Nidimaki can go. Nations United, North and South Korea. Right around the same time that we do Nations United Czechoslovakia. Nations United Czechoslovakia. All right, Dougie Murray, you got to go. You got to go. Let's see. So Weiss, I think, was in that last draft. He's not that good. Dave Anderson, Hendrickson, Lindstrom. Nobody too crazy. Has it been an ROW Nations United? No, because it would require us playing one of these games. One of the older games to pull that off. Oh, man. Whitney's really starting to fall off, finally. We'll get rid of Mike Weber again for now. Come back to Gronwald and Plant. Right wing side, Dempsey. Hit him with the qualifying offer. Meach. Earl Van Ryn. Eric Cole can go. That'd just be Nations United at this point. Pretty much, yeah. Lehman, Saint-Pierre. Probably not too many hits in this past draft. We can say that. Travis Simone can go. Asuchak can go. Alex Tanguay can go. We did Have James Torres from last year's draft. Gene Ford can go. Yeah, just a lot of C potentials. Mike Fisher can go. He'll probably come back, though. Yeah, not much from that last draft. Don't really know if it hurt us all that much because I don't think there were too many good players out there in the first place. We have $11 million in cap space. Gronwald only wants 2.5. Alex Plant wants 2.5. We can sign both of them for that. That's nothing. That's nothing. That right side is still going to be very strong. Let's see. So RFA is just Meach and Dempsey. No UFAs. Okay. We got one more shot with this damn team. Let's see if we can prove that the Edmonton Oilers are going to win the 2027 Stanley Cup. Can that happen? Will that happen? Probably not, but you never know. Probably not. But you never know. Trade block. What do we want? Athleticism and high draft picks. That's it. What are we willing to give up? Everything except our own high draft picks. So, not everything. That's okay. Okay, one more time. One more time to get this godforsaken achievement. Goaltending is probably going to be Eagleton and Verano, so we're fine. Defense, again, is going to be Larock Carlson, Whitney and Gronwald, and somebody with Plant. Could even be Mike Komisarek. Forwards. I mean, probably pretty similar. Parise, Eberle, and Ryan. Hall. Gagne, Dempsey. Something like that. Third line, not a clue. Fourth line, Cam Jansen is going to be back. Patty O'Sullivan will be back on the third line. Rob Flick is still on the fourth line. Eric Christensen might be back. And then Acker. Is Christensen a righty? He's a lefty. Acker's got to be in, man. He's got a wicked shot. So maybe Christensen is out for O'Sullivan. And we'll get Acker in there, because O'Sullivan could at least take faceoffs. Then there's also Busenberg, who could be in there. Okay, we got a couple of guys who could be in the mix. Free agents. RFA goalies. Eagleton, we'll see if we get an offer for. We will send an offer out for Danny Perrine. We won't get him, but that's okay. UFAs. Marc-Andre Fleury. Jonathan Quick. Francois Lessert. They all want more money than what we could really afford here. Mark Houlet. The potential goalie. RFA defense. Suchi. Go, Marian Suchi. Wants so much money. He wants so much money. What do we got for B minuses? Charlie Madsen. We'll get a matched offer for you, I'm sure. Tristan Hennessy. We'll try to steal you. Emil Benda. Radek Martinek. Not that one, though. Seth Correa. Was a tough guy because we saw that he got offered to us in a trade last year. UFAs. Brandon Gormley, Alex Edler, Mike Weber. Okay. Prospects. Xavier Steves. Send a deal out to him and Andrei Kuleshov. What about the B minuses? Victor Zubov. Wayne Domish. Who else? That's it. So yeah, maybe we go for another veteran left defender once everything else is done. And then RFA forwards, Dempsey's the top dog. How many B minuses would even be worth stealing? There's a ton this year. What about Tom Barron? Can go for him. Tyrone Marchant, son of Todd. Lou Stanek. I don't think, again, we'll get any of these guys, but it's worth a shot. Jeremy Meach is ours. We might as well just sign him. Let's see. Peter Reichel. Christian Naslund. Mats Naslund up there is only this high. Sorry, every once in a while, you know, you gotta break out the Oliver Lawson Tossums and Eric Redbudskin. We could go for Kalinin. Alexander Kalinin. Yuri Suglobov. And we have too many offers out. Okay. That is fine unless there's a good UFA. Okay. As we do. We'll sim like a week and a half. Pretty much. Actually, let's just go straight to the 13th. And we'll see what's up. Have you played NASCAR Racing 03 with updated cars? I cannot say that I have. Can we do a Don Cherry mode where you have to forfeit if you pronounce a name correctly? Oh, God. Maybe. But also, that's just kind of what it is, isn't it? That's kind of the name of the game. All right, we'll see who matches for their RFAs, who doesn't, and we will take it from there. We're going to get a lot of matched offers here. Hopefully I don't freeze it by spamming the button too quickly. Pro Scout is calling. Cool. Again, we got to get all of these offers through and processed. Then we fill out this team and we make one more charge. Our last stand. It is now, not to date this, but it is now June 6th of 2026. I remember what a big deal some people made it as cringy 6th graders when it was 6606. What a time. What a time. Anyone who thinks Don Cherry is canceled needs to come to the stream tonight. No, we're keeping the legacy alive. I'll tell you what there, boy. It's like, what do you mean by boy? I'll tell you. Highly recommend download NASCAR 03. Play with the 07 lineup. AI is incredibly well. Interesting. I may indeed have to give it a chance. I may indeed. Oh, you know, he takes the Robitussin and he goes and, yeah, all you gotta do is just trail off and fall asleep basically mid-sentence and you're good to go. All right, UFA goalies. Again, there wasn't anybody too crazy. Except for maybe Marko Kukkonen. Marko Kukkonen. If we go overall-wise, Fleury and Quick are too still expensive. So if we got a better left defender, Matt Green's a righty. Ah, shit. Mark Mathot. We're gonna sign Mark Mathot for a moment. See if he's worth keeping. Was I still watching WWE for Matt Riddle's run? I was paying attention, but I certainly wasn't watching every show every single week. Not even close. But I you know, at least knew what was kind of going on through social media and stuff like that. Aldrich Zidlichki. Aldrich Zidlickum. Seabass cool. All right, and then forwards. Is there a good right-handed shot out there for that third line? I mean, Acker technically does fit that bill. A power forward, a right-handed power forward. But Joffrey Lupul. Davy Clarkman. Ooh, Davy Clarkman. Davy Clarkman. Brad Marchand. Let's go Joffrey Lupul for that third line. Fourth line, left wing. Bradley Marchand. Hell yeah. Oops. It's one promo. He got lost halfway through and he just walked. It's a shame that he had to be that type of old man because the comedy was unbelievable. And the best part is, it wasn't... Oh, Marchand didn't sign. The best part is, it wasn't intentional comedy. The guy's just a fucking weirdo. But he ruined it by being a hateful old bastard. So he pulled a Joe Biden in the Amazon. Look, man, that's still the funniest... That is the only thing that could rival W in terms of the funniest thing a president's ever done, right? You probably don't have to guess my thoughts on old W. It'll be what you expect. But there is no denying old W is the most hilarious president in history. Watch this drive. Get fooled once. Can't get fooled again. Like, ducking the shoes being thrown. Like, he's insane. But Joe Biden, just walking away from a podium and wandering into the Amazon is very close. Is very, very close. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we got enough to maybe one more defenseman and a couple of forwards. So who's cheap as a defenseman? Matt Green, just to get him. To be honest, Obama's kind of funny too. Oh yeah, he's up there. I don't know if there's one singular moment of his though that can rival. Now watch this drive. Or, you know, posing in front of a banner that people have now overtaken and edited to say child left behind. You know? Like, he's tough to beat from a comedy perspective. Yeah, his resume, W's resume as a comedian and a war criminal that is the ultimate 1-2 punch. You know? Like, I think the only person who could beat him in terms of war, you know, comedian and war criminal status is if, like, Netanyahu was as funny as, you know, fucking Richard Pryor. That's pretty much the only way it would happen, I think. But, you know, old baby's got the war criminal lockdown, though. He's got that going for him. Let's see. We got 3 roster spots. I think we can leave it at that. I think we can leave it at that. W was at least entertaining. We did not. I mean, fuck. At the very least, to defend the W, man could throw a pitch down the middle. I don't think either of our last 2 presidents in the U.S. could throw a baseball without falling face first and instantly dying upon contact. So W had that going for him. He was younger, but still. This was peak ASHL 10 and 11. I have been pretty strong in my critiques that elements of these games do not hold up as well as some people remember. But I won't tell you that you're wrong for certain memories, you know? Also, we are fucked from a cap perspective. Trades are going to have to happen. Trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball. Ah, God. How I love Major League. God, how about Jobu for president, huh? Have we thought about that? Though? GM's expecting 39 wins this year. We'll see. We'll see. I'm expecting this to be our final season. We'll see if that happens. But yeah, with the RFAs that we have, some people gotta go. Chief amongst them is not Ray Whitney, but Ryan Whitney. He needs to go. He's getting paid way too much now. That's the big one. Is can we get rid of Wit? Can we get rid of Wit? Say we're open for any draft picks, any prospects, and we'll see how that works out for us. So otherwise, we are not going to be able to sign people. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with my thoughts. Lefty, righty, 2 righties, a lefty, and Mark Mathot was the next best lefty, so we'll send down Green. And in terms of the forwards, Hall, Praise, Eberle, Ryan, Gagne, and Lupul, O'Sullivan, Christensen. Acker was going to get called up. Well, let's go best lines for the moment because the roster's not entirely set yet. We got to wait to see if we can pull off that trade. 3 streams of disappointment in my sex life story. Jesus. I mean, hey, I'm not going to judge you for what you're into. Do you happen to see what the leader of Stain did? He just figured out what Born in the USA was actually about. I can't say I follow anything that Aaron Lewis does in the year of our Lord 2026. The last I heard of him was he put out one of those, I think it was 5 years ago. He put out one of those fucking whiny Republican songs. What was it? Fucking ain't I the only one who wants to kiss my daughter without being judged by the Democrats, or whatever the fuck the song was about. It was something like that. Fucking ain't I the only one who wants to say slurs on the internet without being judged. Like, you know, that type of song. You know the type. You know the type of songs. I have weird news. Oh, boy. Did they discover another dinosaur? Many top prospects out there. Scientists have made mummy bread. That is a sentence I never needed to read. And I never need to read again. You know, So Far Away is a banger of song. Carlos, it was. Because back in the day, Stain's songs were made with a bit of passion behind them. You know, struggling artist type. But now, Aaron Lewis is a millionaire who has nothing better to do but to act like he's a good old country boy when he actually grew up decently well off. And, you know, at the very least, like, he wasn't, you know, horrifically poor. You know, birds of a feather with Kid Rock, you know? But, yeah, no, Stained had some good songs in the early 2000s. And that's that. Played hockey with Luke Gazdick. Endo, we just lost to him in a playoff series where he was on the top line. So there you go. If you think that's weird, Google mummy parties and hate me later. No, I don't think I'll be doing that. Frozen mummy guy, Otzi. They tested his skin and found many types of yeast. They took it, cultured it, and then made bread with it. They made bread out of a mummy. That is, disturbing. Spencer Eagleton's looking for $6 million. His time here is done. Yeast? I thought you said weast. So yeah, we will try to sign Dempsey Would eating it be considered cannibalism? I would think so. Why wouldn't it be? All right, Iggy. You gotta go, buddy. You gotta go. I was hoping to get some feedback. We have mummy bread to go with our bog butter and tomb cheese. Kana, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop talking. You are saying these things that my brain cannot and refuses, even if it could, to process. And I don't like it. Alright. Defensively, that's fine for the moment. Forwards. Hall, Parise, Eberle. Ryan. Gagne. We need that other guy to accept. Lupul, Acker needs to be up here. I don't think we're worried about any of the other guys. Hartnell down. Wow, somebody claimed Hartnell. Kana, I can confirm you have made my night worse, so well done. Can confirm on your part, mission accomplished. Pack it up, let's go. Oh boy, Carlos, okay. Boy, we're still bringing it to these conversations, huh? All right, fair enough. Is it okay to say that Lost Prophets has good songs? I mean, you can say it. People are gonna look at you funny. Like, if you can still listen, like, that's the ultimate test of separating art from artist. If you can still listen to Lost Prophets and just be like, yeah, I know what happened, but fucking Rooftops is a banger, bro. I guess more power to you. But, I can't say I can do that. Can't say that I can do that personally. That puts He Made Graduation to shame. Basically, yeah. So, you know, I should have kept reading. That's definitely worse than I made it out to be. I need to read a little farther in the paper. Connor, it's okay. Alright. Let's see. Who needs to be sent down? Somebody. It's not like he's profiting anymore. He's not. Again, it's separating art from artist. You'll be like, yes, but if I listen to it on Spotify, he's not making money off it. Sure, but you still have to... Again, it's that idea of just being like, if you can ignore the person that made it, good on you. Not everybody is able to do that. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason that not everybody can ignore that particular history. Alright. Man, we need Acker to go off this year. Imagine no possessions. It's easy if you try. Oh, goodness. Imagine no conscience. It's easy if you try. Alright, so goalie-wise, there's no way Eagleton's getting signed, so we need a better backup goalie. Defense is fine. We need a better backup goalie and a couple of depth forwards after all of our others got claimed on waivers. So, man, Fleury and Quick didn't even get signed because people don't have the money. Cam Lanigan. Patrick Ehlechner. Ryan Miller. Old man Ryan Miller. We can bring in Ryan Miller. And then forwards. Camilleri. We'll sign Davey Clarkman. We'll sign Danny Heatley. And we'll sign Patrick Schaap. Gotta love Patrick Schaap. Alright, Edmonton, let's have this be the finale. Fucking all-star. Let's have this be the finale. We were not able to sign Ryan Miller. Oh, because that other goalie's still an RFA. Whoops. 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 Will somebody please trade for that goalie? That would be great. That would be great if somebody traded for this goalie who needs to be dealt. I should probably just edit the block. First round pick for Zach Parise. No. All right, Carlos, that's fair. I'm just saying, like, again, if somebody can fucking separate art from artists, more power to you, but that's a hell of a... that would be a hell of a task, I would say. You know? But if someone's like, I don't care, I like the music, like, hey, you do you. You're not hurting anybody, but people are gonna look at you, and you gotta be okay with that. If you're just like, you know, if you're on the fucking train and you run into a friend, it's like, oh man, what are you listening to? Lost Prophets? Like, if that friend then goes, okay, you can't be like, what? Like, no, you gotta be fully prepared for people being like, are you okay? You know? There we, oh, it's Staylock. And Matt Carl. I mean, we do need a better backup goalie. And, out of my dreams, trade for Matt Carl. They both have term left. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. What about Blood on the Dance Floor? That's another one where it's like, yeah, if you can, good on you. But, you know, remember how we were talking about, what was it, 9 accusations against Jared Leto? If I'm not mistaken, Mr. Vanity had like 20 plus. I don't know, man. I don't know if someone can get accused by 20 plus different people and be like, nah, come on. They're all just lying, you know? I don't know if that checks out. So, I don't know. There's a deal coming your way. Eagled in for Luffel, and Boris Valabik. We're good. We're good. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Goalie. And we sim some more. 6-4 and 2. 6-4 and 2. 6-4 and 2. Okay, I gotta hit the block, man. These offers suck ass. These offers suck ash. Ash. These offers are straight ash. And I don't like it. Somebody please make me an offer. For nothing but picks. That's all I want. Give me draft picks, please. That's it. Don't want anything else but draft picks. Tim Spencer has a concussion. Paramore, however, I feel comfortable. I mean, you know. Offer. No judgment on listening to Disturbed for a tier 3 sub. I don't know if I can... look, I'm not going to judge you anyway, because I don't give a shit. Personally. I don't. In this theoretical scenario, if someone's just like, look, man, I can acknowledge it, like David Draymond signing bombs is pretty fucked up, but I still like the music. I grew up with that stuff to stop listening to it. Like, whatever, man. I don't care. I don't care. Like, I don't do anything with the expectation that other people are, like, going to do the same thing. And nor do I give a single solitary shite. Not one. If someone's like, look, man, like I'm a Vegas Golden Knights fan, and Carter Hart and Brett Howden are really good, so whatever. Okay. Fair enough. You do you. I ain't going to be able to change your mind. Eagleton and Jeremy Meach, along with a fifth for 2 firsts from Detroit. That is a done deal. Thank you very much, Detroit. Can we talk about the F1 Ancient Bug What the fuck even is that? No, we can't talk about it because I don't know what it is. Connor, you are just saying words consistently in chat tonight where I am just befuddled. Just absolutely befuddled at what you may be talking about. I don't know. Ancient Bug, Crash's nickname in high school. So this is the part where I mentioned that I sold Michael McLeod's skates and sticks for the season in the game. I mean, you told me that before, but sure, you can mention it if you want to. See, Endo's complicit because he sold somebody merchandise at his job. Way to go, Endo. You piece of shit. Disturbed is my first concert ever with Chevelle and Taproot. Dude, I can't be honest. 2005, like, I get to see that show. Like, I'm going to be like, holy shit, this is amazing. But, you know, Disturbed. Enjoyed their music for a long time. David Draymond, go fuck yourself. The end. There's no reason for me to engage in a further conversation. Because as always, I'm not going to try to change people's minds. He needs these skates. The skate he deserves. Batman, can you pass the mustard? Batman. Batman, I need that mustard. Batman. All right, we got Ryan Miller as a backup now. Not bad. Not bad. Here's a blast from the past. Do I want this, though? Do I need this? Do I care? Madden 2001 top quarterbacks. Kurt Warner, Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Troy Aikman, Mark Brunell, Drew Bledsoe, Rich Gannon, Brad Johnson, Steve McNair, and Steve Buerlein. I gotta be honest, I don't recognize Steve Buerlein. The others I obviously do. What the hell is Steve Buerlein? Steve? Is that your name? Steve? So they call you Steve. All right. Please let me get legendary status. I need it. I want it. I need it. December Fest 2019. Please stop the simulation. Thank you. We are still 91% of the way there. We might actually get stuck. We might actually get stuck having to do even one more season after this. Which is a little bit horrifying, if I'm being honest. A little bit. December 1st, 2019, the day I got my tattoo. Okay, do you get iPhones instead of Blackberries? No, the NHL has a licensing agreement with Blackberries, so we stick with them. Anyway, they found new dead wasps. One was amber, very close to McLaren colors. Jeez. Of course it was. You know. People just found this species of dead wasps. Of course they did. Of course they did. Why wouldn't people have just discovered a new species of dead wasp? You know? Why wouldn't they have? Stay dead? No, we gotta bring that shit back to life, baby. Murder Hornet? Not anymore. Here's this zombie wasp. Named after McLaren. Well, Oscar Piastri specifically, I guess. It's the Oscar Piastri Zombie Wasp. Brought to you by, I don't know, some fucking watch company. If you don't know how to pronounce it, you're not rich enough to buy one. Damn, nature, you scary. Oh, God. We do love the Tukarask Wasp. That is fair. That is fair. Just bought 3 NHL final patches of the wrong year. Fucking patch looked the same. Looking for 2026. I realized I bought 3 2023s. That is an impressive... That is an impressive fuck up. To screw it up 3 times in a row. Genuinely impressive. Well done. Well done. I don't even know how you screw it up twice, let alone 3 times. That is impressive. Oh, Dawson Gooley. 2014 and 4. We better at least make the playoffs. We better. It was 3 patches in 1 order. And none of them were correct. Is what you're telling me. Not a single one. That is impressive. Still impressive. I stand by my words. That's still an impressive screw up. All right, one of these 3's got to be the right one. Yoshi, what's going on? That emote is delightful, by the way. That is delightful. I've been waiting a few days for the assignment. Bitch, no you haven't. I assigned you. You just didn't want to travel. You're just sitting at home like, I didn't get the text. You got the text. You did. You got the text. You knew what you were supposed to do. You just didn't want to do it. Because you know I'm out the door at the end of the year once I hit legend status and I'm going to retire and you're going to be like, oh, whatever. It's exactly what's going to happen. Damn it. I wish the sim was a little bit faster. A little bit faster. Little bit. Little bit. Let's see. Rushan defenseman. We're fine. Retire, and it's 2020. Your ass is getting COVID. I mean, in this timeline, it's going to be like when Tom Hanks got COVID, and we all thought, oh shit, he's going to die. He's dead for sure. Which, in fairness, he might be. When's the last time Tom Hanks, you heard of Tom Hanks? I mean, I'm sure he's in fucking Toy Story or whatever. But when's the last time you heard anything from Tom Hanks? He's just out there, existing. Being Tom Hanks. Picked up team issue Bergeron on... Ooh, very nice. $250 for a team issue. Pretty good. He had that movie with the cat. Ernest Miller? Is it called The White Boy Has Arrived? When's the last time you heard anything about Chet Hanks? Is that a real person? Who the fuck is Chet Hanks? You'd be making that up, and I would take your word for it. Who the fuck is Chet? Endo, all caps. Yoshi dropping the primer. Tuka doesn't know about Chet Hanks. Or do I, brother?
Taste the biscuit. Taste
Or
the
do I,
goodness of
brother?
the
Or do I just like
biscuit.
saying things that I know get you all riled up? Yoshi, thank you again for the primer. While I continue to just make fun of Endo. White Boy Summer. Yeah, I mean, Chet Hanks is fucking Tom Hanks' cocaine son. Right? That's all you gotta know about Chet Hanks. It's just, he's the Hunter Biden of the Hanks family. You know? That's it. That's it. Oh, goodness. Tired of this team losing in the playoffs. Speaking of Hunter Biden, holy shit, his Twitter's hilarious. Yoshi, I said thank you. In case you missed it. I appreciate it. Yeah, Hunter Biden's been on a tear. Just riling up bots on Twitter. God forbid a white boy get along. Oh, God. White boy summer indeed. Let's see, do we have anybody else? Can't believe chat's roasting too. It's good check. I ain't like the booger. You see, what's the jersey? I did see that you mentioned the Bergeron thing. Yeah, Palpatine dropping the 5 gifted. The 5-time scam train champion. Palpatine.
Taste the biscuit.
Palpatine.
Of the biscuit.
Palpatine. Palpatine.
Taste the biscuit.
Palpatine.
Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
I love how it wakes up half the chat. I mean, that's the joy of the scam train, baby.
Taste the biscuit.
Choo,
Taste
motherfuckers.
the goodness of the biscuit.
It's such. Oh my God! Remember I said at the start of the stream I was tired. Whew. 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 Okay. We're here now. It's fine. It's fine. Smliga. What else you got going on here, Finland? Nothing. And shout out to you liking that video, by the way, on Instagram about the SpongeBob quote draft. Because you liked it, it popped up in my feed. As like, hey, a friend of you liked this. A friend of yours liked this. Does Tactics ever stream? No. He is pretty much exclusively just YouTube. And we've never had a co-stream or anything. My streaming hours are awful to collab with anybody on stream. Awful. So. It is 1:30 in the morning right now. Yeah. Montreal. We'll take that. That guy sucks. He does frequent. Yeah, Tactics does show up every now and then. Vassy, on the other hand, you piece of superb human. I don't remember the last time I saw Vassy pop in here. And that is okay. Oh, we traded one prospect for a 4th round pick, and that's it. Sean Lalonde. Is that your name? Sean? And we still got Green in the AHL. Okay. Not bad if you collab with people on the West Coast. Yeah. That's my best bet. He's down on the roster update. Again, a lot of that is Vassy now. Joachim, give me 1 second here. A lot of that is Vassy at this stage, and Tactics for that matter. As I've talked about, I'm more of a consultant at this stage because NHL has killed my passion for anything roster, anything related, and hoping it was going to improve significantly. The succulent Chinese Lalonde. Succulents. Chinese Lalonde. Said I just signed my resignation papers 2 days ago. I'm heading to a better job. Hey, congratulations. Always fun to leave a job where you're like, yep, I'm over this. Always a good time. Did I see a babyface Taylor Hall? You did. He is one of our key players. And our leading goal scorer right now. Because, you know, we're not going to lose Taylor Hall. What kind of organization would do that? Oh my God, what is up with the scouting? Like glitching out this season. It's being weird. I don't like it. Hacha! My God, I can't stop yawning. Holy balls. Holy balls. The lad is tired. Long day. Long, long man. Yoshi, appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate the primer. Thank you. Don't be a stranger. Oh, goodness. Especially with those emotes. Those emotes are sick. Holy God. Take care. Oh, don't worry. I will. I'm going to take care of by slamming my head into a pillow within the next 20 minutes and passing out. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. You know? Our first ever sleep stream. Just pass out like this. See if Edmonton wins the cup when I wake up. You know, just pass out. Just have a good time. This team makes the playoffs, though. I might scream. And hello to Dylan on a big time streak. Big time. At least that's how I say it is. Didn't you fall asleep during Monopoly? I was pretty close. Yeah, I finished like, what, third in Monopoly one time. Put my feet up on the desk, had a pillow, and just relaxed and watched the madness. Second you close your eyes, the scout pops back up so you make no progress. Isn't that how it always goes? Isn't it just a bitch? Get away from her, you bitch. Endo, better line drop of calling somebody a bitch in movies. Aliens, or it was Alien. Was it Aliens or Alien 3? What's the like? Get away from her, you bitch. Actually, that was the first Alien, wasn't it? I'm tired. Excuse me. Or what if I could? Bitch. Which bitch drop is better? Was it Aliens? Okay, I was right the first time, and it was Aliens 2. Okay. Or Alien 2, which is Aliens. I was right the first time. Let the record show. Bernie Sanders finger wag. I was correct. Do you ever talk to 2PC? I've talked to Johnny briefly in the past before, but not in a long time. I'm very glad, though, he is still going. Like, strong as ever, pretty much. Way I'm tempted to just send non-avian dinosaur-related names just to hear you butcher them. You think I can't say dinosaur names? Bitch. Get away from her, you bitch. I think you cannot read them, yes. Well, screw you. Making presumptions. That is quite rude of you. Just say the first letter and then Rex. Exactly. Coelurosaurs. Coelurosaurs. Or Coelurosaurs. Depends on where the O and the E, and if the E is silent, and yeah. Cole says C. Toog says fuck you. There's no way that's how it's pronounced. Also, we definitely made the playoffs, right? Banner year. Come on, give me that GM status. Please, what's our percentage? 94! Fuck! The final 10%, man. Can we please win the cup? Please, that'll be enough. I know it will be. Oh my God. The Tiredosaur. The streamer passing out a sore. Man, we had a lot of scoring this year. Acker had 63 points as a rookie. Very good. Parise is starting to really decline, though. Danny Heatley had 1 point in 14 games once he got the call. All right, damn it. Damn it. Don't know if we'll be able to trust Verano. We'll try. We got Ryan Miller as a veteran because trusting Ryan Miller in the playoffs is always a good thing. Just ask Blues fans. All right. God, no, that's stupid. I speak English, not whatever funny language means that COE is pronounced. Oh, well, actually, hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry. COE is not pronounced SIL. Wrong. Wrong. They need to learn to speak English. Whoever's naming these goddamn dinosaurs. This is an American globe. I ain't having it. That's English. No, it ain't. Learn to speak American. That's the important thing to speak. Verano is tied for the league lead in wins with Chet Pickard. 8 shutouts for Benjamin Bishop. And for the rookies, Acker would win it, except the goalie will definitely win it. Yeah, it's going to go to Tamara. No matter how good or bad he actually was, it always goes to the goalie instead. Okay. If we win the cup, I completed the challenge. If we lose the cup, I had to go to the fuck to bed. That's how this is going to work. So we better win the fucking cup. Or I'm going to a fucking cry. That is how this works. Those are the rules. That's the goal now. All right. Here we go. That's the team. That is the team that can do it. That is the team that will do it. We are going to win Lord Stanley's Jock. Chicago. Looks like this. Jeremy Morin, Jonathan Taves, and Patrick Kane. Kyle Beach, Dave Boland, and Troy Brower. Benoit Pouliot, Emerson Edom, and Jack Skilly. I think that's Vladimir Zharkov. I'm not sure. Sam Carrick and Victor Tikhonov, I think. Vladimir Tikhonov and Victor. Duncan Keith and Brent Burns. Paulson and Ioni Pitkinen. Dudnik. And Mr. Suellen Trop. Goaltender Thomas McCallum. Can we please, for the love of God, win the Stanley Cup? I'm begging you. Fuck. We're going to overtime in game 1. I'm going to leave it up to chance. We lost. Well, we were going to lose no matter what, weren't we? It was a loss no matter what. Game number 2. Derek Jeter. Number 2. Derek Jeter. We're down by a goal with, oh my God. No, we outright lost. Jesus Christ. We're down 0-2 to Chicago. Fuck. Oh, I'm going to have to do another season at least. My 10-year plan is crumbling. It's crumbling. 94% of the way there. Hallelujah. Ryan Miller's in. Swap Dempsey and Ryan. That's it. Okay. Game 3. We got to win. Better. 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 7-1 win in game number 3. Thank God. God. Game 4. No changes after that. That's for sure. That's for sure. That's for true. All right. Can we win another one? Kacker is leading this team in goal scoring. 1-1. 4-1 Edmonton. 4-2. We win 4-2. The home team has never lost. And we are tied at 2 wins apiece. We'll jump right into game 5. 1-1. 3-2 Chicago. 4-3 Chicago. And the Hawks are a win away from the second round. Shiz. We got to win 2 in a row. We lost in 6 games in the first round last year. But we are going to game 7. In Chicago, home of the Chelsea Dagger. Do-do-do. Oh, my God. Well, we're down by 4 goals at the start of the third period. I'm going to drop it down to All-Star and play the period and see if I can come back. Let's see if I can save the day. It's the first time we're not playing on Superstar. But also we're down by 4. But we have the entire third period to try to save our season. LaRockie buries him.
Dangerous area pass completed in front.
All right, Dempsey for Taylor Hall. Taylor Hall.
Good wrist shot. Save made. McCollum's effort here is to cover
Awful
that puck
shot.
He does. We'll get a face-off.
Can't get the whip on those shots I need. Jordan Eberle.
Has that puck under control in his offensive zone.
Damn. Hit him.
Good pass
Shit.
to get it up ice along the side. Has that puck under control. Brings that into the offensive end. Chalk that one up as a pad save.
Yeah, we got to get one.
To Everly.
Start the rally.
Creating space. What a move.
Damn it.
Great use of the glove right there. What a save. To Burns. That one side to side.
Wrong ball. Good hit.
Played back with a goaltender in behind his own net.
They're playing pretty defensive hockey right now.
Eats on.
Oh, Eberle, come on.
To Etten. Irons up. We're going to get a delayed call
Fuck.
here. The Oilers are going to have to play this one short.
Well,
2 minutes.
that's not good.
Well, I'll tell you what, there is hacking, and then there is this.
We're going to lose in the first round again after back-to-back cup final losses. Sorry, Edmonton, there's no joy in your future.
2 for 4 in the game. 2-on-2 in the rush. Gives himself a chance. Big scrum along the wall here to try to get that puck. Snatches that one up with the glove. McCollum's going to cover that one up for a face-off.
Fight him.
Both of these guys.
Yeah, Rob Flick. Let's go. Let's go. Who else but Stevie Wonder? Let's go. Got him. Well, we got Duncan Keith off the ice. My God, this. Would you believe at one point we were 10-0 in the playoffs one year, and then lost in the cup final? That was fun. Cam Jansen face-off, huh? Murder him, murderize him. Thank you. Taylor Hall. Damn it. You can't elevate a puck. All I can do is aim high. Fight someone, Cam Jansen. Gagne and Parise out on the kill. Gagne wins the draw. John Carlson towards goal. No.
Has that one back in their own end. They'll regroup for another rush. Puck up against the boards. Nobody's got control of it yet.
Let Gagne keep working.
To Gagne.
Gagne. Nope.
Good glove save. That shot came from a scoring chance.
I don't even know if I'll get a single goal.
Here's an offensive chance from a deke as he
Damn.
gets around him. Fine play off the blocker with a shooter where he wanted to be. To Beach.
Get the Grunwald.
Rid of that puck in that
Thank
end.
you. Send it out.
Puck cleared out of the zone. They'll use the opportunity here to bring him over the
Go in.
boards. Edmonton's penalty is over. Returning to the ice now. That'll be even strength.
Dude, Cam, you can't be losing those fights.
Over
The Rock's a beast.
The Blackhawks try to
Beverly.
find one more here in the third period. They've kept that good lead as we're midway through, and they've continued to pile up the shots.
I just need a fluky goal to get some momentum going. One fluky goal to get some momentum going.
Sharkov, interception, offensive chance here.
Don't know why my wingers aren't pressing. Dude, Acker is fucking
Center
huge.
ice
Oh
to
my god.
Zarkov. Wrist shot on net. That's a tough save. That was a tough scoring chance.
Fucking pulls off the deke and then knocks it away from himself like a goddamn buffoon.
To Sharkov. Over the boards they come. They'll dump the puck in and get the new line out.
Nah, I'm not even going to be able to get a
Here's
goal.
a chance on the offensive end on the pick. Save. He's got that puck in front of the net.
Passing is so much better in the modern games. It's crazy.
Boards, up through the neutral zone. Scoring opportunity, quick chance. McCollum's got that one, and he'll hang on.
Well, another first round exit, which means we're probably going to have to do one more season, which I really didn't want to do because, oh my god, I'm tired.
Burns. To Keith. To Kane. 2-on-2 the other way. What a move. Oh, he really snuck that one away. Nice blocker save. You don't want to cough that up down here. Good move to get by. Oh.
Dude, just spamming the stick flip. They never get called. Crazy. Good job, LaRock. Way to kill him. Teach him to dangle. Good job, LaRock. Keep killing. We might lose this series, but they're not walking into the second round healthy. Not even going to get a goal.
Good pass up the wing to move him forward. Scoring opportunity.
What a way for our season to end. We 4-7, and we lose.
Almost over, and boy, for one club, they're saying thank God. To O'Sullivan. Quick shot.
Losing the swell and drop. Yep.
Control that puck in front of his own net to Skilling. Wrist shot on. Wide of the net.
Swellentrop's revenge.
Nice pass out all the way to the point. Oh, there's a shot in goal scoring area.
Awful from this game, holy. Swellen DeGeneres.
Moen. Oh, got rid of that one in a hurry. Puts the blocker on it. Shooter denied. Up the wing to Beach. Pitkin. Nobody's got control of that puck yet. Good scrum along the wall. Good coverage. He's got to move this puck. Here's a good pass. Up the wing to Beach. To Bolin.
Well.
2-on-1 opportunity. Here's a chance. Good work with the glove right there, and he hangs on.
We lose again.
And that's going to do it in this game. The Blackhawks
Chicago advances. CPU concerned to get us some of the craziest passes out of nowhere in these games. Oh yeah, it's awful. It's terrible. They don't have to play by the same rules that you do in terms of puck interceptions or anything like that. Oh my god, it's gonna take at least one more season. At least. And I am just not mentally prepared for it tonight. I really thought tonight was the last night of this particular one. But instead, 2 first-round playoff exits will do that to you. It'll kill you. And that is exactly what's happened. I mean, honestly, like, statistically, we looked okay. It's just... Yeah, I mean, a 3 overall lower goalie in Ryan Miller did better than Alexandre Verneau, so... Verneau, more like, I don't know... Oh, maybe if we sim to the end of the season, it'll be like, actually, here's the last whatever percent I needed. If we're lucky. I don't think we'll get lucky, but if we're lucky. But maybe. Possibly. Potentially. Wishful thinking. Stanley Cup champions in 2020. A world where the pandemic did not interrupt the season. Your Stanley Cup champions. The Montreal Canadiens. Rochester Americans win the Calder Cup. How close are we to where we need to be and where we want to go? %5. Balls, Mahoney. Instead of drafting an American goalie, not much else is really going to happen here, huh? Four straight cups, at the very least, in the Eastern Conference. Art Ross to Steven Stamkos. Hart to Darcy Kemper. David Rundblad won the Norris. Let's go. Calder to Orlando Tamara, because it always goes to goalies. Conn Smythe to #1 goaler. Kenny Price. Vesna to Andre Pavelectric. The Selke to Henrik Zetterberg. Guess I should have kept him. Ted Lindsay to OV. Rocket Richard to Oven Munchkin, as a friend of mine once called him. And, it's going to take at least one more season.